Hello friends, happy Monday. I'm here with a brand new collection on the website. We have interchangeable porch leaners. Look how cute that is. So you do not get the wood, the backer. You don't get the board, but I suggest, I think they're 4 foot by 9 inch boards. They come taller than that, but you have them cut down. They'll come down for you for free usually. So when you get your kit, when you get a base kit, it's gonna come with this piece here, and this piece here, which makes these interchangeable. Tonight we're gonna go ahead and paint one of the kits. I only have the patriotic on there so far, so this is gonna be one that we're gonna paint tonight. This piece is gonna slide right in there to make it interchangeable. There's a piece that's gonna fit into here to be interchangeable, and then there's gonna be a big one that slides into the bottom to make it interchangeable. So you'll buy a base kit, and then you will buy your board from like Home Depot or Lowe's, and then it'll be interchangeable from there. So I plan to have a bunch of new kits. Actually had the day off today, and I plan to do a whole bunch of cutting of new kits, but Preston got his first car last night, and I spent the day running around getting that registered and taken care of. So I didn't get anything new cut today. But hi Ramona, I'm gonna go ahead and tip you guys down, and we're just gonna start painting. I don't know how much I'm gonna chit chat tonight, but we'll see. All right, so I have got, let's see where my white is. I kind of want mine to be a little rustic. So I don't know if I want these exact colors. We're gonna start with them though. So I have got Nautical from Chalk Paint, or sorry, Folk Art Chalk Paint. Imperial, I believe this one is. And then I'm gonna use sheepskin, so just like an off-white instead of being a bright white. And we'll have to use a few other little colors in here. We've got our little gnome, so we'll need his nose and his hands to be like a skin tone color. How's everybody doing? Let me see, I think I have I do. I think this is gonna work. Peaches and Creams, probably what I'm gonna use for his hands. So I'm gonna start with this piece. It's just some stars, pretty basic. These you do if you get this kit, they do fit on here very specifically. So you have to kind of play around with how the stars, that one's crooked. See what I mean? There's like an extra gap there. You gotta kind of twist your stars around and get them in there just right. But they do fit. They just, there we go. Just take some wiggling around, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead, this part doesn't need to be painted at all. I am gonna paint these back ones in my white color. And then this one's gonna be all different colors. I believe the base kit is listed at $22, I believe. And then each interchangeable attachment or whatever you want to call it would be $30, I believe. I can list those or post those, whatever, link them here after the live. Words aren't coming to me. Hi, Rosie. How's everybody doing tonight? So I had made an announcement that I'm going to be going live every Monday. And then my husband surprised me and took a week off work, so I didn't end up doing my live the one week because it was the holiday, and then he was off that next week, so I didn't go live on my scheduled Monday then either. So today's my first scheduled Monday, and we'll be live for the next 3 weeks, and then him and I are both on vacation, so I won't be live that week. But after that, we start our 12 days of Christmas lives. So I'll be live Sunday through Thursday for the not first 3 weeks, because I'm off the first week, so the second 3 weeks. That doesn't make any sense, right? Whatever. I'll be live 4 days a week for 3 weeks in a row to do those 12 days of Christmas in July. I'll get that calendar posted shortly. But for the next 3 weeks, I am on Mondays. Preston has a car now, so I don't have to pick him up from work. I get done working at 5, and I can just come down here and go live. So probably between 5 and 6, I'll hop on live. All right, so we got those in our off-white. And then I think think I'm gonna do these in blue and then red, white, and blue. So red, this one's gonna be white again. I have to talk to myself as I do these. Hello, hello, how are you doing, Rosie? So I did my board and I was gonna stain it, and I ended up not staining it because I didn't have a stain color that I wanted. I painted it. I just did a light little bit of paint on there, and I mixed, oh, what did I do? Nutmeg, I think, with Folk Art Gold. And I just mixed that for the board, for the base. I think it turned out pretty cool, but that way it goes, it's interchangeable with like any season. I was gonna do stain, like I said, then I thought about just doing white. And I thought, you know what, this is gonna turn out cute. Let's do this. So that's what I went with, and I do like the way it turned out, so. Like I said, I just did a light, really light coat of paint on it, and I only did one coat. You can mix it with water if you want to. I didn't mix it with water. I just mixed the two paint colors together very lightly. And I think it turned out pretty good. I may add some distressing on my board. I haven't decided yet. I might distress it in gold. Add a little bit more of that gold color on there. We will see. All right. And then this one's gonna be our red. Can you guys see? Yeah, I guess I'm in the frame. I can't wait to see this one done. I think it's gonna be super cute. I haven't done very many 4th of July projects with you guys yet. I do have another one for next week. I think I'm gonna try to do a 4th of July project each live this month. And then next month it'll all be Christmas in July. So all the new Christmas kits will be doing those ones live. All right, I'm gonna hit this with a dryer because I wanna put it together and get it off my table, otherwise I'm gonna run out of space real quickly. I usually hop on around 6, so I think I'm missing some people. They'll catch us on the replay though, that's all right. I'll probably still be on here at 6, so they'll catch me towards the end, I'm guessing. All right, should be dry enough. Ugh, my glue is stuck. These, actually, I gotta do this one first because I gotta make sure that I have, all the pieces where they need to be. I'm afraid if I glue down the blue stars, I might have glued down the wrong blue star. I think they're all the same size, but just in case, we're just gonna be very careful with it. See what I mean? They're very particular in how they go in there. These ones might be too, but they'll fit there, so I'm just gonna lay them down and hope that they look all right. Hello, Luann. All right, so I'm not gonna set this on the leaner yet, but look how cute that is, because it will probably slide if I do. So I'm gonna go ahead and just move that off to the side there. This one I'm gonna do the white background again, and then we're gonna alternate red, white, and blue on all these pieces. It just says Happy 4th of July. And then for our big piece at the bottom, we have a cute little Uncle Sam gnome. Hi, Linda. All right. I'll tip you guys just a little bit more. That way I can still see the comments, but I feel like you guys might be able to see this better. I am gonna use a brush for this. You wanna make sure that you are careful on your edges on the interchangeable pieces, because if you end up with too much paint on the sides, on your edges, then it's not gonna fit into the interchangeable slot. So just be careful that you don't get a bunch of paint on the edges. I usually just go through like I just did there and swipe it up with my finger. I need more paint. So you went a little bit crazy there, but just go through and clean it up before it dries. And then another tip is not to put this together right away until you're 100% certain that your pieces are dry. Otherwise, the paint kind of glues them together. You won't get they won't be interchangeable anymore. It'll just be stuck together at that point. So when I do interchangeables, I paint it and then I wait until the next day before I put it together. I'll show you guys what it looks like together. I just won't leave it sitting together just to be safe. There's a big nasty paint booger right there. Or maybe, is it glue? What is that? Make sure you guys say hello when you hop on. Let me know where you're watching from. If you're here on the replay, just let me know you're watching on the replay. I like to come back through and chit chat with you, especially if I didn't catch you live. Go through some of this again. All right, I'm gonna hit this with a dryer because it's gonna take forever to dry otherwise. feel like it's taking forever to dry, even with the dryer. Set this over here. Okay, so on this one, it says, Happy 4th of July. Let me lay it out. And I think it goes like this, and then there's like a star around each one of them, like each corner. So let's do, I guess these can really only be blue and red, right? Because you can't have a white one. Happy in July in red, and then the 4th of in blue. Red, blue. I don't know. I don't know how I want to do this, guys. What do you guys think? We still got to have our stars done too, so maybe I should do happy in red, these two in blue, red, blue. Yeah, that's how I'm going to do it. There's 3 of each in each row. 3 pieces. See what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I hope that it looks good too, but I think that this makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to wing it. If it don't look good, we'll have to just paint over it. You should see he's got a little beard, this little gnome guy. I'm thinking maybe I'll do some silver for his beard. I guess doing it this way, all of our stars are the same color, which I didn't plan on that, but that's all right, I guess. The only other way around it would have been to do some different blue colors, like different shades of blue and red, but I feel like that's complicated, so we're just gonna leave it like it is now. When I'm all done painting, I can go back through and put some stripes or polka dots or something on some of these to make them a little bit different too. All right. Hit it with the dryer again. And then this will all go on here, which this is dry. I think these are all dry too, but we're gonna wait on putting this one together just for a few. All right, here is our cute little gnome guy. All right, Uncle Sam gnome. So let me kind of lay him out and kind of try to figure out what I'm gonna do with him. I think I'm gonna paint him white in the background. Got a flag here, so we know how we're gonna do that. That's self-explanatory. We've got his little nose, which I think, yeah, just kind of goes on top of his little hair here, his not his mustache, his beard. So his hands are gonna be pink as well as his nose. And then, so the flag is, it's blue and white stars and then red and white stripes. So let's do red and white. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna paint him all. This part down here is gonna get done in a different color later, but the whole background's just gonna get done in white right now, which is gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a minute and it's gonna not be fun, but we're gonna do it anyways. Hello, Myra. So I don't really have to do all of this up here though. Look, it just has to be where the stars and the stripes are gonna go. So I can try to just paint in there. We'll see how good we are at just painting the stripes. Probably not gonna be where they need to be. Oh, that's not bad. I did pretty darn good. I need to do a little bit more over here. And then down in here needs to get covered a little bit more for the stars. But otherwise, I did pretty darn good. I think a tad bit more up here. You guys see what I did there? So I didn't paint it all because it didn't need it. So his little hat here is going to be black, the little brim on his hat, or should it be blue? Hold on a minute. Should it be red? It's going to be red. We're not going to bring in any black. We're going to do red, red. This is going to be blue. I'm going to have a white for his beard. His face is going to be his skin color. We will have black for his eyeballs. And then this, I'm going to have him have blue pants on. So if I can remember all that, we'll be doing great. When I planned this, I didn't think about all the white that I would need to use. I'm gonna do, hold on a minute. Let me spread this out so I don't make a big giant mess of paint, have a big glob of it, but I am going to just use a smaller brush to go around the pieces. Just because I don't want to paint the entire thing white and I don't want to have some of the paint be super thick and some of it not be thick, if that makes sense. I want it to all be kind of the same level when it's finished. There we go. I actually really like angled brushes a lot more anyways. But I thought due to the size of it that this was gonna work out good to have that big flat brush, but I might just stick with this angled brush for the rest of this. And then I'm questioning if I did this right, if I should do the silver on top for his beard or if I should have done the silver underneath and the white on top, but it is what it is at this point. I can always change it. But we're so close to this part being done, we might as well finish with it, right? I feel like Facebook is just not sending out notifications when we go live anymore. I used to have like 30 at least people on a live, and now I'm getting like 1 or 2. So I'm sorry if you guys are catching me on the replay. That's because Facebook is messing with its algorithms again, I guess. I'm not going to worry about it being too perfect because it's going to have that coat or the not a coat. What's it gonna have? It's gonna have the 3D piece over top of it, so some of this isn't as painted. That's good. That makes any sense. But I think that's gonna be good enough because, like I said, it's got that second coat. Hey, Jeannie. So let me go into, I'm gonna grab this one out. This is the skin tone color I'm gonna use for him. It's called Peaches and Cream, and it is a Deco Art color, just a acrylic paint. This one's not a chalk paint. I'm gonna use this for his skin tone, so his face behind his eyes right here, and then also for his hands and his little nose. You probably don't have to be too perfect with it. I'm trying to get my edges right, but you're gonna have that 3D piece for his beard, so I think that it'll cover if you have any little mistakes. If not, I'll have to go back through and fix them, but as of right now, I'm saying that you should be good, so don't worry too much about that. I probably need an even smaller brush for this. Ooh, that could have been bad. I'm gonna switch over here to the smaller one to do the inside of his face. And he's very, very peachy. So I think that looks good. And then while I've got the peach out, I might as well, I'm gonna move him out of the way just a quick second. I'm not gonna do both sets of hands. There's two to make it stand up higher. I'm only gonna do the hands that show up on top. I'm gonna use my bigger brush again. So I don't need to do all four, I just need to paint two hands, the two that are gonna show, because these ones are gonna be glued on top of there. Did you guys see the poll the other day? I think it was yesterday or the day before for our upcoming workshop, our next workshop. Hey, Rachel, our next workshop is gonna go on sale next month for our fall workshop. And I did make a post with a couple of different options. So go over there and vote if you haven't yet. Yeah, I think I was gonna say something else, but I don't remember, so. All right, let's get that out of the way. Go back over here to our little guy. Well, he can stay out of the way still for a minute. We don't need him in our way while we do this. So let's grab this piece and do, I don't clean my brushes, y'all know that about me. I'm gonna go into my red from here and I'm gonna paint my red stripes. And so yes, it's got some of that peach. It's gonna kind of, and it's got white underneath too. So it's not gonna be just the solid color. It kind of gives it some dimension. But I really like it like that. Let's see, I need some more. Darn it, I'm trying to keep this clean right across that line, so I'm gonna have to come back through and go through it with the blue, and I don't want it to turn purple. So I'm gonna hit it with a dryer before I do that next part, so that way hopefully we can avoid having purple on our hat. I'm running out of space on this desk. This smaller brush. I'm gonna need this for that too. All right, sorry, I don't need to. I'm gonna use this smaller brush to go in with my blue. I'm gonna try to make my lines nice and straight, and then I'll fill in from there. Perfect. And again, I have the peach underneath here, so it's not going to be just one solid blue. Sometimes there'll be little pieces of dimension from having that other color pop underneath there. I feel like all my stars are blue except for these ones are going to be white. It's all right, my flag is going to be the correct colors too. Y'all, we are so close to 5,000 followers, so get this shared out to your friends, sprinkled, whatever you want to call it. Once we hit 5,000, I will plan a weekend sale. So that'll be coming up soon. I'm not going to guarantee when it is because I don't know when we're going to hit 5,000, and also I just got to make sure that it works with timing of the subscription boxes and stuff. I can't have a sale at the same time, otherwise it's hard to get those all out on time, but we'll definitely have one coming up here soon. Hey Elizabeth, how are you? If you're a diehard Christmas fan, all those Christmas products are launching on the website as we speak. I mean, there's been some added in there, a few at a time for the last couple of days, and there's a ton more coming. So y'all are welcome to go in there and shop that. I just am not posting about them all yet. We'll have our Christmas in July lives, and at that point I'll make announcements on all of them. I'll still announce some of them here and there too, but there's a bunch that's been added, so go check that out if you love Christmas crafting. All right. The only thing I don't like is these tiny spots trying to fill in and not go over onto my other colors. All right, let's see. I feel like I have 1,000,001 brushes sitting here tonight. This I shouldn't have to be too perfect on because that blue 3D pieces should cover most of it, but to everybody watching live and who catches me on the replay, do you guys still want to watch me paint live, or should I just be coming on here and doing something else with y'all live? I think most of it is that Facebook is just not sharing out when we're live anymore. The algorithm is just not as friendly as it used to be. But if you guys want to see something different, I do not have to paint live. Just forever, this is what everybody wanted, was me to paint the kits live. So I have still been doing that. All right, I'm gonna dry this. If you like the painting live, awesome. Well, I don't have any intentions of not doing it, but if I hear a lot of feedback that people aren't liking it, then maybe I'll switch it up and do something different. All right, so this is gonna all be white on the back. And just to make it easy, I'm gonna just paint it all white right now. Lots of you are asking for interchangeable porch liner kits. So I tried porch liner kits before on the website and I didn't do very well, but they were not interchangeable. And I think that's why. So hopefully these ones go over better. Like I said, a lot of people were asking for them. And I think this is a super cute idea to just be able to swap it out. Just have one board, or maybe two if you want, like one white background and one tan or stained or whatever. But I like to be able to interchange things. Makes things way easier to store. Hey, Tracy. Really, the only things that I display, I love the farm trucks and the round. Any of that interchangeable stuff, the gnome, I love those kits. So I have a box for all the interchangeable pieces for that. Oh, this has to be painted white underneath here too. I was not thinking. But these I would keep too. So I would just have a box to store the interchangeable parts. You know what I could have done is done this stripe in white. And red on the background. So you could do it backwards that way too, probably. But I did it this way. All right. I'm gonna try to stick these all together and paint them at once. Ugh. I still got a bunch of paint on the sides. I tried to avoid it, but that didn't work. That's all right. I'll let those sit there a minute, and then I'm gonna try to do, where didn't I have a little red brush? Here it is. Try to do these with the brush to keep this line straight here. I just feel like if I went in there with a sponge, I would totally go over the white line, so. I feel like I kept it neater this way. Okay, we are coming along pretty darn good here. Let me grab out, let me see if I have, I think I'm gonna try this silver. This is a folk art silver. Ooh, it's tilted. Here we go. And that is what I want to use for his beard. We're going to try it. I don't know how it's going to look. I should have probably done it in white first because it's not going to show up very good on here. It doesn't look like, darn it. I questioned doing the white underneath, or sorry, the silver underneath too, and the white on top, which I could have done. It's all right. We'll just go through here and do a second coat probably. Hello, Kathleen. How are you? If I don't like it too, I'll just go over it with the light gray maybe. I don't know that I like it. It's not shimmery like I wanted it to be anyways. I honestly feel like it just looks like a really light gray. You guys hear my stomach rumbling? I'm doing good, thank you. I had taken today off to go with a friend, and then that got canceled, and then Preston, like I said, we ended up getting him a new car, or his first car, over the weekend, so I needed to go get that registered anyways, and our Secretary of State didn't have any appointments till the end of the week, so I went like a half an hour away to get it registered. So I spent my day doing that. Got him his first aid kit for his car and all those things that he needed, and I was gonna when my plans got canceled, I was just gonna cut new kits, but then this car thing just kind of fell into our laps and it worked out perfect, so I spent my day doing that instead. All right, I kind of like it, but I think it needs a second coat, so let me grab, that's not black, that's Java. Do I have any black? You know, when I redid all my paints, I kind of messed up and I didn't leave any like neutral colors like black and grays and white. Like I don't know what I was thinking. I got all the fun colors and I didn't think about the ones that you use all the time. Luckily I still had some left though. All right, so I just did his eyes in black. I'm gonna go back through here and try to do one more coat. Between the color and the cut on this, I feel like it's just hard to cover it to make it shimmery looking. But the second coat definitely does look better. Can you guys tell on camera the second coat or no? In person, oh yeah, I can see it in the camera. In person, you can see a big difference on the second coat, so. Hi, Katerina, how are you? I think there's just a few more spots that I haven't gotten to. I didn't stick with my circles, so now I'm kind of going by what it looks like, if I covered it again or not. All right, I think I got it all. So now we get to start putting some more pieces together. Gonna move my paintbrushes out of the way so I don't mess up and put them on my, okay. Perfect. think giving just a good push down onto my pieces, I think that helps it so that it doesn't shift too. His eyeballs, I feel like maybe I should wait until this one's gonna be fun. We still gotta paint his body, his pants. Let's do that next, hold on. I'm gonna do his flag real quick, I think. I just stuck some random dots in between my stars, the star cutouts on that piece. No, please don't go that way, they go this way. There we go. Hopefully I space these out evenly enough so that they look right. Oh, backwards. Cute little flag piece. All right, I gotta do his blue jeans. Where did my blue brush go? That one ended up with some black in it, so this could be interesting, but I think it'll look all right. So let's go here. I like to do my outlines first. I always did the same when I was coloring, like coloring books when I was little. Oh, darn it. All right, now I do not need, well, I don't need this white brush anymore, so I'm gonna switch back to the big brush and I'm gonna do my blue with that. Does have the white in there obviously still, so it gives it a little bit of a different color, which I like. If you don't, then go ahead and use a different brush or clean your brush. I don't clean my brushes. Just enough glue to finish. I'm not painting all the way down to the bottom because that part's going to be what slides into our interchangeable piece. All right, get this out of the way. I'm going to work on gluing this down. Hey, Debbie. I always use just a little bit of glue anyways, but I'm trying really hard to hardly use any on this. I don't want it seeping through. And I didn't do every single spot. Just kind of randomly throughout it. Look how stinking cute he's looking. This red needs a little touch up. I'm gonna hit this with the dryer. Go ahead and do his eyeballs. And the nose is going to be weird because of the way that it sits on top of here, so I just kind of glued all around on that. Kind of setting it down there. And then I get to do his hands and his little piece here. So the hands get glued together because they're double layered. I feel like I want this up higher, like so it's over his, it doesn't come like this, but that's how I feel like I want my piece. Let me see if I can find a scrap, just a second. This is where scraps come in handy. I have a scrap heart laying here from another project that I'm gonna stick on here. Right about here, so that I can stick my flag up like this. And have him holding it. Just personal preference, how I wanted mine to look. There we go. Here's the cute little Uncle Sam gnome. Move my paint out of the way. And I gotta put together our other little sign here. Just kind of spacing it out here how I want it. And then I'll go through and put the pieces down. And then I do think that I'll go through, hey Amy, hi Elizabeth. I do think I'll go through and do some polka dots or something on some of these. Maybe not, maybe it'll be too much. Once it's all together, we'll see. What do you guys think? Hey, Vicky. All right, I'm not gonna do anything more to any of these ones. Here's our Uncle Sam little gnome. But I did think about doing some stripes and stuff on here, but now I'm thinking maybe not. If anything, maybe just some polka dots on the blue ones and leave the red ones alone. But I kind of like how it is. So let's set it back up. Can you guys see my board? So Uncle Sam should be good. So he's just gonna slide right into here. Look at how cute. This piece goes right up in here. You can kind of see that white sticking out at the top of my piece. This one I might not want to sit on here yet because it's not fully dry, but that is going to be where that goes. So that is our patriotic 4th of July porch leaner interchangeable kit. How fun are those? So far I just have the base and the patriotic one on the website, but I have a ton more coming for the holidays that are coming up. So fall, Christmas, all of those fun things. It's not even going back in here. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll go ahead and get some pictures of this here shortly, and I'll post that probably tomorrow for you guys as well. But thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll see you guys again next Monday. Have a good week, everybody.